Hey everyone, it's me Sherry and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video we're going to do a demonstration review try on first impression of this palette from Sephora. So this is a Sephora Eyes Plus Face palette and it is in the color, it's the rose one or like the pink one. The bronze one is sold out, so it has your face products in here and then it has your eye products in here. So I have my eyes primed. I'm going to start off with the eyeshadow because I always start off with eyeshadow first in case it has a lot of fallout. So I'm going to do that and then I'm going to go and do my foundation, like my base products off camera, and then I'll come back and we'll try the face products. So that's how I'm going to do it today. Alright, so as you can see, this has a lot of pink colors in it. Now I did swatch this before and it didn't swatch the best, so I'm not really sure how it's going to work, but we're going to see. We're going to try it out and see. Alright, so the names actually have colors on them. Alright, I'm going to go in with Rosewood, which is this mauve color here. I'm not going to do anything too crazy because I know most people when they're testing out palettes, they'll go in and like try a lot of colors, but it's a Sunday and I'm not really going anywhere, so I don't want to go crazy with the eyeshadow. Okay, that's going on pretty nice. Now when I swatched the mattes, they didn't swatch well at all, so this is good. This is a good sign. Okay, I'm going to build up that color just a little tiny bit. I mean, they're not like pigmented right off the bat, but you don't want them pigmented right off the bat. I'd rather build than go in and like have like a lot of color right off the bat, but I like that color. That color is really pretty. Now this palette gives me Urban Decay Naked 3 vibes. And I got rid of that palette because the colors just muddied on me. Like everything was just muddy. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if this palette does the same thing. Alright, I'm just going to take this blending brush and I'm going to just make sure it's, well, it was pretty blended anyway. But this palette will be nice. Look, I got hair on my brushes. My cat gets up on my desk all the time and I just get hair all over everything because of Tigger. Cat mom problems. I have to deal with it. Alright, I want to darken up the outer V a little tiny bit, so I'm just going to take this here same brush. Oh, I hope I don't mess this up. There's not a lot of, there's a little bit of kick up. Yeah, there's a little bit, but there's not too much. I'm going to take this smoky taupe color right here and see if I can kind of just build that, because this here darker color has like a bit of glimmer in it and I don't want to put that in. So, oh yeah, that one's dusty. This one is very dusty. Alright, we'll see if we can build this on the outer corner. It's not really showing much pigmentation on that one. Showing a little bit, but it looks basically like the color that's in my crease, so I think that color is a bit of a fail. Should we try Gimme Brownie? No, you know what, let's put this, that was like, I'm gonna take this color in Night Call, the dark one, even though it has shimmer in it, and I'm gonna put that in the outer corner. I just won't blend it into the crease. I'll just put it on the outer. Nothing. Like, I'm getting fallout and that's about it. So, I don't know how this... Maybe I can try it with my finger. Picked up a lot of pigmentation there. Okay, let's just... This is one of those colors though that if you, it has the shimmer in it, but if you blend it out, I don't think the shimmer is going to show up. So I know this looks really messy right now. Don't worry, I'll fix it. And I'm getting polish all under the eye there. I'm making a mess, but that'll all be cleaned up. Not worried about that. Alright, let's take my blending brush. Don't worry about all that mess under my eyes. I'll clean that later. Okay, that's better. That looks okay on the lid. Don't look at this. Let's take this big brush and see if I can sweep that away. I can sweep most of it away. The rest of it, I don't have foundation and stuff on, so the rest of it will be cleaned up with that. But that's kind of a little bit better. It's still not as dark as I thought. Like it just blends away like real easy. So I don't know how I feel. Now the shimmers in this palette, these shimmers, are where it's at. That's where the power of this palette's at. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, look at this. But they're a little dusty, but they're not too bad. I've seen worse. I'm gonna go with this lighter color because that's what I'm feeling today. So I might as well take that because it's already on my finger and put it on my lid here. I've been using shimmer shadows with my finger most of the time lately. It's fine, you get better color payoff. Sometimes you can't get right into that corner though. That was a little dusty there. Oh yeah. This is where this palette shines for the eyeshadow, is with the shimmer shades. This would be good for a nice light everyday look. It looks more concentrated on this lid. That's because it's smaller. My eye is smaller there. So let's see if I can get it built up a bit on this lid by patting it. And I'm still getting fallout, but these shadows are powdery. So it's to be expected. Alright, that's about as good as it's going to get. That's cute though for like an everyday look. Alright, I'm going to go off camera and I'm going to do my face makeup and then I'll come back, like my base products, and then I'll come back and use these products and see how they go. Okay, so I'm going to go in with these face products now. All I did was put some Pure Leaf BB cream on my face and I set it with my Ciate London Everyday Vacay. So we're going to go in with this bronzer first, Out in the Sun, which looks like it's going to be a little orange, but we're going to try it anyway. We're going to give it a try and see how she goes. But I honestly think it's going to be a little bit too orange. It's okay. It's not really coming off, so that's okay too. Stark, it growls when she gets picked up on the bed, so don't mind that. And now Cassie's going to start coughing. It's okay, Cassie. You okay, baby? Yeah, barely anything's coming off with this. There's not a lot. but we're just going to go with it. There's some coming off, but maybe that's a good thing because, like I said, you go in light-handed first and then you can build it up. That might be a better thing, yeah, because then you're not going ham on the bronzer. Alright, that's all I'm going to do for bronzer. So, I don't know if you can see it, but it is there. And let's find a blush brush. Right here. And we're going to go in with the blush. There's one blush in this palette. And it's called Crush for Blush. And it looks like that. And blush is probably really a good thing that you don't want to go in heavy-handed with, so. And my cheeks are already red. Well, that's not bad. Not bad, not bad. They don't swatch well at all, but I guess the brushes pick it up a little bit better. Oh, look at all that dust. Ooh, that's not good. That's from the bronzer. It's probably when I tapped off my brush. Just like that. That's a nice subtle blush. It reminds me of, what's the name of that blush? By Benefit, the really light pink one. I can't think of the name of it. Dandelion. That's what it reminds me of. Alright. And I'm going to go in with the highlight in Enlightened, which is this champagne-y golden one. And we're going to see how that performs. Off the excess, and okay, the highlighter is the star of the show, I think, and the face products. Yeah, the highlighter is definitely the star of the show. Alright, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go in and finish up the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to come back with my final thoughts on this. Alright, so I'm back. I just finished all of my makeup. So let's talk about this palette. So like I said, this is the Sephora brand palette, and it is the, it doesn't even say what it's called. It's just face and eyeshadow palette in the pink color. So let's talk about the eyeshadow first. The eyeshadow, I put this hair color on my lower lash line. This one in Sparkling Rose. The shimmers, this shimmer, and this shimmer work really well in the palette. I can't debate that. They're pigmented and they go on nicely. This here is nice for what it is, but it's not like crazy pigmented. The mattes aren't crazy pigmented. So if you're just getting started in makeup, or you're just like very light natural looks, I gotta play with it a little more, obviously. I'm gonna be playing with it this week. When I'm recording this video, it will be this week. This is on a Sunday. So I don't know. I'll leave an update down below if I found more success with different colors for you guys. But all in all, it's very, well, you can see it on my eyes. It's very light. And you've seen that I had problems building up some of the colors to get like, you're not going to get, there's no way you're going to get like a smoky eye with this. Let me just show you guys some swatches of the mattes. There's only, well, there's four. There's 4 mattes in here. This is what they look like. And as you can see, they are chalky. I have a swatch on my hand, like, look, that doesn't even, yeah. But it did, that color did perform better on my eyes than it did there in the swatch. Look, very patchy. And there's no, like, there's not a lot of color payoff on these at all. Okay, that one's not too bad, but it's, again, it's patchy. And then, well, this is just, you're not going to see that. That's just a clear color. So they don't, you know, if it's a teenager getting started in makeup, or like I said, if you just want like an everyday look, I do have to play with some of those other mattes on the lid and see how they work. But I'm not overly impressed with the mattes in this palette. Now I will swatch the Shimmers. I'll swatch the shimmers for you guys as well. The shimmers is where this palette shines, except for that darker, well, you guys seen me putting that on my eyes. That wasn't, that's pretty. I just wanted to give Sephora brand a chance and see. Like, they seem to swatch well, but they don't do that great with like the dark color doesn't do that great with brushes, apparently. You have to use your finger with it. So it is what it is. I paid $14.50 for this. It was on sale, so I'm not overly impressed with the eyeshadows right off the bat. But again, like I said, I am going to play with it more this week, along with this little pocket one too. So hopefully I get better pigmentation into that one. Alright, and then we'll talk about the face products. So you have a blush, a bronzer, and 2 highlights in here. So the blush is pretty. It's on my face now. The bronzer, you can build them up. You start off light and then you build up the intensity. I do like that because sometimes I go overboard with bronzer, especially, and then I end up with like this big orange part on my face. I don't know how it's coming off on camera, but I do have the bronzer on, and the blush and the highlight. Again, these don't swatch the best, but like I said, I like the fact that you can build these up. So I'm going to show you guys. Maybe it's one of those palettes that I have to, like, look how chalky they are. It might be one of those palettes that I have to scrape down the first layer, like use the first layer. Like, look, that, you can barely see that blush, but it does remind me of Dandelion by Benefit. But again, like I said, with the brush picks it up better than the swatch. So you probably can't even see that. And look at the bronzer. Look how patchy it is. Why is the color off? Sorry if the color's off, guys. I look all washed out. Yeah, that's just... I don't know why that's off. Oh, there we go. The white balance was off or something. So look, like, they're chalky. I don't know. But this palette really shines for the highlights. The highlights swatch really well. So you have Shine Bright and Enlightened. So here's Shine Bright and here's Enlightened. But is it worth keeping a palette for like highlights? There's the highlights. The highlights are nice. So all in all, I'm going to have to say don't waste your money. If you're a novice makeup person that really knows your shadows and your face products and stuff, you're not going to be impressed with this. But if you're buying it as a gift for a beginner in makeup, they might get along well with it. It's very light, like I said, so I love the concept of the packaging though. I will say that. I love this little, it just closes with this and then you open it up, get the face products, and then open it up and get the eye products, and there is a mirror there. Now, Emily Noel did a review on the bronze one, so if you guys want to go, I'll see if I can link that video down below. She might have had better luck with that one, I'm not sure. So, I am going to continue to play with it. Ooh, sorry, didn't mean to blind you guys. And see, but I like the way that this is kept separate, like your eyeshadow and your face powders are all kept separate. So, I'm going to give this palette, like, I'm going to give it a rating. I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 right now on first impressions. Not the best. But I'll continue to play with it and see how it goes. And if I really don't like it, I'll pass it along to somebody that's maybe just getting started in makeup or something. I don't know. Or I'll keep it for those days that I just want to do a quick makeup look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did and leave a comment down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new here. And hit the post notification bell. I typically upload videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye, everyone.